If you look in the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Bible, correct?
Right.
Every word in the Torah has a numerical value, which is given through gematria, which makes it a holy word. The word Adonai equals 26. If you take the letter Aleph, which means 1, and you break down, it's a vav and 2 yuds. A vav is worth 6, and each yud is worth.
Almost got away from me.
Each yud is worth 10. Together, that's 26. Correct? So that's saying God is 1. So if you go into the Torah and look at it, you will see that. Which, I mean, you should really know if you're preaching
I know a lot of
things.
Christians that are in the numerology.
The gematria, okay.
Do it, and significant. I haven't studied it myself.
Okay, so, and then my last question is, do you believe that the land of Israel, or the state of Israel, should be a Jewish land?
Well, that's debatable.
Why?
It should, I believe it should be Christian.
Why? Jews were there first, right? If it's the Jews' land, then why should it be Christian?
You know, there were people there before us. Just learning Jews. Abraham was the first Jew. But see, the Jews delivered Christ up to be crucified. So for a long time, after that, you know, when Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire, the latter part of the 4th century, then, you know, Jerusalem became Christian. And then Mohammad
became Christian after being Jewish.
Then Mohammad comes along. Well, he took it away from the Jews because the Jews rejected Christ. Then Mohammad comes along. He dies in 610, but shortly after that, the Muslims, very aggressive, they take control of what we call Jerusalem, the Holy Land today, and it belonged to them for several hundred years. Then the Crusades. The first Crusade, of course, was successful, and the Christians took Jerusalem back from the Muslims, reestablished as Christian, and that only lasted about 90 years.
But was it
then the Muslims got the upper hand. So then more Crusades, and they were kind of going back and forth there for centuries. But I believe Jerusalem ought to be Christian. I think all Jews ought to be Christian. So I want to convert these Jews over in Jerusalem and the rest of that land over there, Christianity, convert the Palestinians too. Some of them are Christians, most of them are not, most of them are Muslims.
You know,
Palestine's convert them,
really a place,
turn
right?
the whole place Christian. Turn America Christian.
I mean, I don't really think Palestine is a word you should use due to the fact that Palestine was actually not a place. It was a place which they decided to call Palestine, but it was never really called Palestine.
It's a common usage of words.
Was it righteous to kill the Jews during the Crusade?
Well, now there were things that happened in the Crusades that's happening anymore.
How about the Inquisition?
These armies weren't necessarily all that disciplined, and they kind of got off track there.
But the Pope instructed to them. He instructed them to. He said,
no, the Pope opposed it.
Deus Vult.
The Pope opposed it.
Okay,
but
well,
you know, the Pope, Popes in, you know,
there was an agreement
hundreds of miles away, no communication. What can the Pope do?
There was a later.
Okay, so then,
was it righteous?
So if these Muslims think the land of Israel is theirs, and there are very many Muslims who live in the state of Israel. I was just there this past winter break. I was there for 10 days, and I'm going back this summer for 2 months. I met multiple Muslims. They didn't try to hurt anyone. Why shouldn't they be allowed into Israel? I mean, you said that they shouldn't, unless they're Christian.
No, I'm saying there's the whole place Christian. How do you do that?
You can't do that.
You do it by convincing them that Christ is the way.
Should you do that by force?
Try to convince me right now. I'm Jewish. Try and convince me.
Should you do it by force, though? Is it righteous to do it by force?
Well, Jesus told us
go ahead, Israel blow you sky high. So, be my guest.
The last thing Jesus said, go into all nations, teaching men to observe all things I have commanded, baptized in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Why should I believe in some man who says this?
So I would rather see Jerusalem in the hands of Jews than Muslims.
Why?
Well, because they at least got the Torah and the prophets. They got it half right.
If you look at it,
And Muslims don't have any of it right.
Actually, I'm not saying
we
that
have the
they
same
do,
God.
but they
You know that, right?
They took
What?
from the Torah.
Jews and Muslims have the same God. We just call them different names. Yes. Yes, it is true.
Descendants of
You,
Abraham.
you have the same God too. We all have the same God.
Who is God?
That's why they call it the
I don't know.
Abrahamic
Well,
religion.
I do know.
Oh, have you met him?
He's got a name,
What's his name?
Jesus, and I have met him.
Jesus is not a God. Oh, you met him.
Yes, he's God. He's the second person.
So Jesus.
No, Jesus is not God.
Jesus is God.
Jesus
right?
is apparently God's son. I don't know, but that's what
Trinity,
you said.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
So Jesus.
Now, whereas the Quran says in Surah 4, or we'll say chapter 4, it says, say not Trinity. It says God, the Quran teaches God is not a father and he has no son. According to Islam, Jesus is merely a prophet. We believe he is a prophet. He's more than a prophet. He's the Son of God. He's God incarnate.
Isn't that a little
God
bit easier to
manifest
swallow
in the
than
flesh.
something that like disappears and lives in this
So
heavenly place?
Jesus is God for sure.
That's what Christianity teaches.
Why does God say, God, why have you forsaken me? It's like kind of a strange thing to say about yourself.
God's asking himself.
Now the Trinity, we have to now explain what we mean by Trinity.
Why would
In
God
the Trinity,
doubt himself?
we don't believe God the Father is the Son, or the Son is the Father, or the Holy Spirit is the Father. The oneness of the Godhead is not a oneness of persons. It's a oneness of purpose.
Why does Jesus
Let me
doubt
explain.
God?
I'm going to explain it.
You've beaten around the bush with every
Well,
question.
yeah, I
You
have
said
to
the
lay
same
a
thing.
foundation. I'm not beating around the bush.
You never answered a
Things
single question I
require
asked.
explanations. I have a reason for what I
Son of
believe.
God about 50
Unlike,
times, but
I
never
don't
mind.
have a
I gotta
blind
say
faith.
something.
I'm not credulous like you people. Now, do you really want an
I
answer?
just can't say it. To
See, it's a
everybody.
oneness of
I so want
purpose.
to.
It's like the traditional idea of marriage. The two become one. The husband and wife become one. That doesn't mean the husband is the wife or the wife is the husband. They're one in love. They're one in spirit.
So is your
They're
son
one
you?
in purpose.
Was
They're
Jesus-
also one in essence. That is, the wife is fully human and the husband is fully human. Now, as for the Godhead, the Son is fully God, the Father is fully God, and the Holy Spirit is fully God, but they're not the same person. And they're one in purpose, but not one in persons. They're three distinct persons. So on the cross, Jesus says, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? When Jesus is baptized, a voice from heaven said,
So did you walk around like
this
this?
is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. So they have their separate personalities, and they have their individual wills, but their wills are fully committed to one another in love. That's the Trinity. But it's not the. You got a problem if you say they're all the same person.
Mul-
Was